Hi, my name's Steve Crossley, and I just wanted to update my video about my vitamin C experience. This has been a wonderful thing. It's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. About 12 years ago, I started getting pneumonia, and I got it on a regular basis. I would get over one bout of pneumonia, and I just barely seemed to get over it, and then here it came again. I was experiencing 3 to 4 times a year. I was in hospitals, I was in doctor's offices. Seems like that's all I did was fight pneumonia. Well, the standard course of treatment for pneumonia is antibiotics, steroids, and nebulizer treatments. Now, the antibiotics and steroids, I've come to find out, really mess up your immune system. And your immune system is really what heals you. It's not medicines, it's your own body. And if your own body's not strong, then it can't fight that illness off, whatever it may be. Well, there's nothing that conventional medicine knows how to do to treat a viral pneumonia. So antibiotics don't work on viral pneumonia. And I really didn't know all about those things at the time. I was just going along with the program. All I knew was that I was extremely ill, and I would go in the hospital, and I would feel somewhat better. Then I would get out. It might be good for a month, might be good for 2 months, might be good for 2 weeks. You never knew. And then it'd be right back. And so it's just like being on the old treadmill to nowhere. So as time went on, these pneumonias became worse, and they also became more frequent. I wound up being hospitalized down in Yuma, Arizona, and I was in the hospital for like 4 days. Felt pretty good when I got out, but I had coughed so hard from that pneumonia that I had caused a hernia. So I had to get back to Utah where I could get surgery on my insurance. So I did, came back early, had that surgery, and before you know it, I got pneumonia again. Well, that was treated by the doctor, and then I wound up going in the hospital again with that. So about time to go back to Yuma, I get back, I was through with the pneumonia treatment here in June, July. By the time we get to October, it comes roaring back. Well, the doctors had given me prescriptions for antibiotics and steroids, and so I could self-medicate because I knew the symptoms well. So anyhow, I got back down there and I took 2 courses of antibiotics and some steroids, prednisone, and after a couple of weeks nothing happened. It didn't improve at all. I was coughing up blood, felt terrible. I went to the walk-in clinic. They gave me a shot of antibiotics, a prescription for more antibiotics, told me if I didn't feel better in a couple of weeks I better go to the hospital. So I put it off as long as I felt like I could, and I just got too sick. So I finally went to the hospital and spent 3 days there, and I recovered some, but not all the way. And I was still coughing up blood when they released me. Well, I found out about this megadose vitamin C shortly thereafter, and so I started taking that, and after just, I don't remember, but it was probably a week or less. It seems like 2 or 3 days actually. The blood disappeared, and so did the pneumonia symptoms, and I started getting stronger. Well, this lasted for about 5 months, and then all at once I'm back with pneumonia. Back in Utah, I got pneumonia again. I went in the hospital, same thing. In the meantime, I'd studied a little bit more about it, and I said, if it doesn't work, you haven't taken enough. So I increased the dose, and it went away. I increased it a little bit, quite a bit more than what I had been taking. But anyway, I went for a whole year without a pneumonia, and my immune system was starting to rebuild itself. Well, anyway, I got a little bit cocky or proud, or I don't know what you want to call it, or just didn't pay close enough attention. And I got pneumonia again. This time, I really increased the dose. I mean, I was taking like 40, 50, 60,000 milligrams a day, and it's knocked it out, and I have since not had a pneumonia. Now, it tries to come back, but every time it does, I just take a lot of vitamin C until the symptoms are gone. Might take 1, might take 2 days, but I never really get sick. I just avoid it. But I can feel it coming when I start getting certain symptoms, this little cough that won't go away, and unproductive cough, and my temperature goes up a couple of degrees, and just watching it close really keeps it away. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that this stuff really works, and remember this: if it doesn't work, you aren't taking enough. It's not how much you think you need, it's whatever it takes to relieve the symptoms. And you're not really treating symptoms, you're treating the disease, which gets rid of the symptoms, whereas conventional medicine might treat symptoms, but it doesn't treat the disease. You're rebuilding your body, and you're making your body do what God designed it to do, and that was to heal your body. I hope you'll try it, and I wish you my best. Thank you. Steve Crossley, out.